Ever have a hard time keeping your grip? I mean, grabbing a dumbbell, barbell, or any other bar in the gym, and it just seems that it just slips out of your hand, or it's just not really there, and you start thinking, you know what, my grip just sucks. There's nothing I can do about it. In this video, what I want to do is show you what I've done with many of my clients, which has a lot more to do with how you form your grip and less about how strong your grip is today. And again, with time and using this form properly, your grip will actually improve over time. So stay tuned as we cover that today. Now, when we talk about forming your grip, we have to talk about how it is that you engage the bar or the handle, in some cases, with the actual hand itself. So what we do is we form the grip from pinky to thumb. That means that a lot like the way we form a fist, we curl in the pinky, then the ring, then the middle, then the index, then the thumb. So that when we're wrapping the grip, we're focusing on engaging and connecting the weakest part of our grip, which is the pinky side, with the strongest part of our grip, which is this thumb and index, who have two fingers that can firmly secure. So in this, you will see that we will wrap from pinky all the way and the thumb wrapping last. What this allows us to do is to put an emphasis on the weakest part of the grip so that that has the initial hold. And then the last hold is the area that's the most secure. That's going to allow you to keep this part of the hand holding on longer, because in most cases when a grip starts to break, it's from the pinky side. Okay? So I have a dumbbell here. Let's use this as an example, right? Traditional bar is cylinder, right? So in this case, just like I mentioned before, we're going to form it pinky first. Pinky, ring, middle, index, and thumb. What that does is it allows us to have a much tighter connection through that side, so that when we're holding or pulling a weight, this side is not the weakest. In most cases, when we come to grab, you'll grab index first and the pinky grabs on last, making that weak grip. So in this new format, we're coming in pinky first, sometimes with the hand a little turned, in an effort to grab pinky and then wrap, with the thumb grasping on top of the other fingers last. Okay? That's how we would do it in terms of a dumbbell, or potentially even a cable handle on a machine, or any other single small device. Okay? That's one. So how is a bar any different when we need two hands on it? Well, there's an additional element that I want to cover, and that's what's happening at the wrist and at the shoulder. So let me first show you that. So without the bar in place first, what I want you to think is that after we've formed our grip and we're gripping our bar, we need to maintain a level of flex in the wrist. This is going to play a very large part in our ability to secure our shoulder. Because when we have our wrist flexed open, what we have is a shoulder that's in its max extension position, but not in its most secure. So even though you try to retract this shoulder, this wrist being up kind of prevents you from getting a really good hold in that shoulder and therefore being able to secure the weight. And all you actually need to do is to change the angle of that wrist. Now, I'm not saying test your flexibility and bend your wrist all the way. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that you want to go something below neutral. You want to be here. In this limb being flexed, what you now have is the ability to lock the elbow as well as the shoulder in a much more secure position, where the open wrist allows for hyperextension of that elbow, and therefore the shoulder comes out in an effort to create max reach. I'll cover that more detailed in another video. But for this one, let's just focus on, after forming our grip, creating a slight flex on the wrist, keeping the elbow slightly bent, and then securing the shoulder. Securing the shoulder has to do with us locking the lat. The locking of the lat and or adding external rotation into the movement, we'll use the elbow as a guide as to where we are. So when we initially go to form that grip and we're in this internally rotated position to grab that bar, what we tend to find is that the elbow is pointing out. as it should. But after we secure that, what we want to now do with our flexed wrist is to engage our lat to help hold our shoulder down in the socket. We do that by turning this elbow down and at the same time engaging the lat muscles and the stabilizer muscles of the shoulder in an effort to now hold the shoulder in place. With that shoulder now engaged and in place, depressed in that shoulder girdle, with this slight bend of this wrist, of this elbow, and this wrist being slightly bent, you now have the maximum grip capacity of this arm. And the most important aspect about it is the safety of the shoulder. With the arm and elbow and wrist in this position, the shoulder is safe. It is not in an extended position, and it is in its position where it can actually be depressed and packed safely, keeping it from coming out of the shoulder joint and creating any problems, regardless of whether you're doing a pull-up, whether you're deadlifting, or pulling a heavy weight as a row. So when it comes to the actual bar itself, what we're looking to do is flex the wrists slightly, forming our grip from pinky to thumb, and then turning our elbows inward, right? Externally rotating in order to pack our lat. That's how we would form this bar. That's how we hold properly at the bar itself, okay? Internally rotated here, elbows now pointing back towards the body with the lats engaged. And you will feel that in the form of your lats and ribs drawn down and securing your shoulder, okay? That's how we hold the bar. Whether it's a dumbbell or whether a barbell or any form of bar in the gym, that's how I want you guys to form your grip, with the intention of not only using the fingers themselves to form the grip, but using the entire arm and body as a unit, allowing you to not only form the grip, one finger at a time, starting at the pinky, but incorporating the flexed wrist, incorporating the wrapped and slightly bented elbow and depressed shoulder in an effort to create that secure grip. That's gonna help you deadlift heavier weight, row heavier weight, pull a heavier cable, and improve your pull-ups as well. At the end of the day, you want to become strong while being safe. And this is the ultimate way to do both. Because with time, not only will your grip improve, but also you will maintain the safety of your shoulder because it's never going to operate outside of its shoulder girdle. So stay tuned for more videos like this where we talk about how to improve your strength functionality and training smarter, not harder in the gym, while staying safe. This is Marv. Have a great day.